Hey everybody! I am not sure if you can hear me completely, but hello! Today we're going to be talking about the future of FastPass Plus and the new mask policy that's coming into play as of, well, today. It was supposed to actually be on Friday, or tomorrow. Is tomorrow Friday? No, tomorrow's WDW Wednesday. Yeah, so it was supposed to happen tomorrow, but it actually started today. So that is what is on the docket for the day. So I would love for you guys to chime in and chit chat and let me know what your thoughts are. So yeah, we'll see what everyone's got to say about it. So make sure that you hit the like button and make sure that you share the stream out. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss a WDW Wednesday or any of my vlogs. So if you can hear and see me, let me know. I think we should be okay. Let me just double check. Let's double check here. All right, so, okay, cool. So Hannah has let me know that you guys can hear and see me, so that is fantastic news. So has anybody heard about the new mask policy at all? Because we can start with that one since that kind of changed. That was going to be the second thing we were going to talk about. But because it's active as of today, I think it's probably best that we start. We can wait until a couple more people come in, or we can start chit-chatting. Just let me know. So basically what's going on with the mask front is, so Disney's still requiring masks in the park, and still all of that distancing and everything. Hey Mel, how are you? Thanks for joining. So basically what's going on, so masks are still required in the parks. All that stuff is still going on. They have made a slight change that was supposed to be active tomorrow, but it's actually today, where now you do not need to wear masks in your photos as long as you are stationary. Hey Heather, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Long time no see. Yeah, so we're just chit-chatting about what everyone's thoughts are on the new mask policy. So yeah, make sure you share the stream out and let everybody know this what we're talking about, because the more people we have in here chit-chatting about it, the better it'll be, because that way we can see everyone's perspectives. So I think that's actually really, really fun. Yeah, I mean, so at first I was like, oh my God, is Disney biting the bullet? And are they just kind of going ahead of where they should be with the mask thing? But I feel like, given these circumstances on how Florida's going with the vaccine rate, I think they're going in the right direction. Hey Jeff, hello everyone. Hi Olivia, my niece Olivia is watching. Everyone say hi to her. Olivia, I told you, your aunt's a YouTuber. But yeah, so that is happening. So Mel says it probably will cut down the number of times I have to tell someone. Yeah, it probably will. I feel like the PhotoPass people probably won't get as berated as they have been, but at the same time, you also want to make sure that people are putting their masks on after the photo. So I feel like there's still going to be policing. You're still going to need to say it. It's just in a different kind of circumstance. But at least they have said that you have to be stationary while taking your photo. So I think that that's really important. Yeah, exactly, Mel. They're going to have to enforce that. But it's just going to be... well, that's not very nice, Olivia. My niece has called me cuckoo. But I think that the way that they were able to crack down on eating and drinking while stationary, I think that'll end up happening the same way with Disney and taking photos. You can't step off the dot until your mask is back on. Oh, that's really smart, Heather. I didn't realize that Universal was doing that. So that is very, very smart. Very smart. So yeah, I think that's fun. Look, Olivia, everyone said hi to you. That's pretty fun. I remember when people were up in arms about eating and drinking. Yeah, I think everything that changes the way we lived day-to-day life, I think everybody complained about at first. But now it's one of those things where like, oh my God, if someone stands too close to me, I'm uncomfortable. Or if I see somebody without a mask, I'm uncomfortable. Where that was like my normal way of life. So I think that the new normal that we were so afraid of in the past is now becoming our normal. And the new normal of us easing restrictions in the future is going to be the weird new normal, if that makes any sense at all. Oh, I think it's unsafe to take a stationary photo, but to each their own. I think it's not necessarily unsafe to take a stationary photo. I think that it just really depends on how close others can get to you. Like, are they going to have, because if you think of like the hub pictures, like where you would take your picture before, right in front of the castle, like that, those areas aren't really technically like blocked off for photos. So you can essentially be shoulder to shoulder with someone if they really wanted to, because they don't have like blocks in public spacing that's not necessarily a queue. So I think it just really depends on where they're going to, like, are they going to are people just going to respect your space, essentially? I think that's kind of where that one's staying. But oh yeah, as being it that it's outdoors only is super, super effective, I think. I totally understand why they wouldn't want you to do it inside. I don't think that's personally safe either. So I think it's going to be really interesting, though, to see if people will be like, oh, Disney's letting me take photos without my mask on. Like, are people going to take pictures in the queue line when let's say Splash Mountain, for instance, part of the queue is outside, part of the queue is inside. So how can they police if someone's going to like, oh, okay, I'm standing stationary in the queue line, I'm taking my picture outside, that these people might not understand that when the queue's inside, they're technically inside, if that makes any sense. So it's just going to be interesting to see how they work with that one. But I do think that if they emphasize to people it is outdoor only, I think it's going to be super beneficial. But yeah, I mean, the big groups are definitely a thing for the queue lines, because, well, now that they have the 4 people per dot, it's like, well, what if you're with a group of 8 and now that you're letting pictures be taken, now this group of 8 now has to stand together and in turn can move the line up. So I think it's the queues that are going to be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Hey Jared, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Since you're just coming in, we're currently talking about Disney's new mask policy in Walt Disney World. And right now you have to be stationary if you're going to be maskless in a photo. So that's essentially what we're covering right now. Later on, we're going to be covering the future of FastPass Plus, just to see how that goes. But yeah, people knew that I wasn't telling the truth. That I said you can take pictures with your mask. Oh, well, that just happened today, Herschel. So if you were telling people previously that that was a thing, then it wasn't a thing. But if you were telling them today, then yeah, it's a thing. So, but we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, so that's kind of, I'm just going to see here if I can get. So Heather was in the park earlier today. So how was it earlier? I mean, oh my God, not today. You were there yesterday. Were people trying to do anything at the park yesterday when the thing was announced? That's fine. Good. Oh, thanks, Jared. I thought they were good topics too. Seen that at Universal, so it could work at Disney. Okay. Well, let's just sit. Hi, Erin. PhotoPass allowing. Oh, they were allowing it at night. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I corrected myself. You weren't there today. I meant like yesterday. I wasn't sure if you saw anyone trying to take pictures without their mask, because that announcement was made that it was going to be active as of yesterday. So I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some pictures online about people right now. Oh yeah, it's so nice. It is nice to see. It's a little bit of the normalcy coming back in the park, which is really nice. Let me just see here. I think so from what I can see. So this is from WDW News Today, an unofficial news thing. This is somebody's kind of blog. So take with a grain of salt what this is. This is just kind of observational from today. So it looks like they still have signs up with the official guidelines regarding your masks and photos, saying that please keep your mask on while taking photos. It doesn't say anything about being stationary. So I think they're probably going to want to keep those signs up for a bit, just so people don't think they can walk and talk or like walk and take pictures with maskless. I think they're going to allow PhotoPass people to kind of take the feel empowered to do that. So hey Sam, thanks for joining the stream. I know you just came in. We're talking about the new mask policy in the parks. But yeah, so it is really exciting. It's like I said, it's normalcy. It's coming back to be the park that we've always wanted it to become again. It's just kind of crazy that like the masks are a part of it. So hey Nat, nice to see you. Long time no see. So yeah, so Sam, what do you think of the new mask policy that's happening at Disney World? Are you for it? Are you against it? Like, what's your take on it? Because you're in the parks quite frequently as well. So, and Nat, it'll be interesting to hear you chime in too, because you're kind of in my boat too. We're both in Canada, so we'll get there when we get there. But it'll be interesting to hear everyone's perspective on that. Also, if you're just joining, make sure you share the stream out. Give this a big thumbs up. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so, and hit that notification bell so you never miss WDW Wednesdays. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. just chit-chatting about the most recent news in the parks and all the Disney stuff alike. So no Mousespiration was happy that they can get some engagement photos. That is really, really nice. I mean, especially that, because I know even people who are having Disney weddings, if they were anywhere that was in a guest facing view, so not necessarily like they're in park shoots, because they usually do that before the park opens, but a lot of people were having to take their pictures like in resorts with their masks on, because Disney obviously didn't want people to think that that was a new thing and people could remove their masks just because they saw a wedding couple doing it. So that's a really big thing. I think people don't want to look like masks anymore. The good thing is that you didn't have to really smile under the mask. Not as many people knew, but yeah, of course, you can definitely chime in about Universal, Jared. We're, it's kind of like tit for tat. We kind of compare the parks frequently anyway, especially when Universal might do something ahead of time, or maybe Disney did something and Universal adopted it. So they're kind of one and the same in regards to that kind of safety measures. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. You can see smiles again. I know. But you've been doing pretty good though, right, Heather? Like, you've been switching up your masks and stuff, and it hasn't been too bad for you lately? Because I know you switched them up when I was there last. Yeah, it is a real thing. Masking is a very, very, very real thing. But yeah, I'm going to text you later, Heather, with some stuff that you can pick up at Springs for it. I have friends that swear by that stuff, so hopefully that'll help. But I'll definitely message you what it is. So hopefully that will help. But yeah, Jared, again, if you want to chime in about what's been going on with the safety policies regarding masks in Universal, you definitely can. Yeah, is it the first aid beauty stuff? Okay, I will message you too, Heather. I mean, Heather and Hannah. Good grief. Let me just see if I can pop it up. I just think that there will be those who will abuse it. Of course, there's always going to be people who abuse it. We just have to make sure that Disney kind of has a zero tolerance policy, and they do the repercussions about that. So hopefully that'll hopefully that'll... It's like when Disney started really cracking down and saying, like, they were putting over the thing that you will be removed from the park. If they say that kind of thing, then... Hey, Charles, welcome back. This is Chelsea's second time on the stream. Welcome. So, Chelsea, we're currently talking about the new mask policy in the Disney parks, and how you can now remove your mask when you're taking a photo while stationary. So that's a new thing. I'm so happy to see you as well, Jeff. If that was Olivia, then I'm very happy to see her as well. Let me see. I'm trying to get that stuff for you. I'll put it in the mod chat so you guys both have the link. I'll put both. There's actually, it's like a line, so I'll put 3 products in there for you guys. But I know like these things are really helpful, so that will be in the mod chat for you guys. I'll do that right now. There's 2, and there's 1 more coming. All right, so yeah, my pleasure, guys. Okay, so yeah, we have to make sure, well, Disney needs to make sure that they don't allow people to abuse it. Oh, it's Olivia. Hi, Liv. Hi, Liv. Are you excited to go to Disney eventually? I think you might be. But yeah, so I think, yeah, does anyone else have a perspective on the new mask policy? Good idea, bad idea? Kind of like neutral about it? Sorry, I'm just grabbing my coffee over here. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Oh, sorry, my chair's a little wonky. So, okay, so Olivia is excited. She'll be coming down to Disney in the near future when travel restrictions ease a little bit. Oh, for sure, Heather. I didn't even think of that. Oh, yeah. I think that's probably... I know this sounds bad, but I bet you that's probably a big part of the reason why they're like, you know what? We need to bring that back because people weren't buying the PhotoPass package for sure. I mean, some people were, but I feel like it definitely didn't sell the way it did before. Definitely not. If you eliminate the choke points of Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, then there's plenty of spots for the photo, but it seems like a majority of tourists will do it. Yeah, that's very true. So if you haven't been to Universal, most of you, I believe, have, but if you haven't seen Harry Potter World, it's kind of like there's really narrow entryways. There's a lot of areas for congestion, and if people are stopping to take photos there or just in removing their mask, it can be a little bit more difficult. Heather, what do you think about the Universal thing like that? Yes, I bought the Memory Maker package. Well, my sister and I split on it when we did Run Disney so we could get all the pictures. That was like the best investment. We had like all the pictures from the trip and the run itself, so that was great. All right, so Heather and Hannah, not sure if you saw it, but all 3 of the products that I was just talking about are now in the thing. They allowed the removal from the start, but I don't think people really abuse it. I think it will work for Disney. Okay, so here's the thing. So one, I rarely went to Universal, and I think when you and I went, Heather, I wasn't really paying that much attention because we were like chit-chatting the whole time. So I guess I didn't really notice if people were taking their masks off or not. But yeah. Oh, I miss you too, Liv. Hopefully we'll get to see you soon. Me being a pass holder alongside Heather, I do notice things. Right, of course you would notice things. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we did leave our masks on ourselves. You know, I didn't even think about it. Had you told me, then I've been like, oh yeah, this is fun. We can go maskless for a minute. But mind you, we were also, I think we were in Harry Potter World for the most part when we took selfies and stuff. But yeah, we weren't thinking. So next time I'm there, we'll take maskless pictures. There we go. So we'll just have to do Universal again. and then Disney over and over again. So it was very crowded that day, like especially, I don't know, it was wild that day. It wasn't even spring break yet. It was just like a calm before the storm, but it wasn't calm. I think I missed spring break by a week or two, I think I like just left. Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on in the world. All right. Winter breaks are almost as bad. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know what was shocking though was that Springs wasn't busier on Valentine's Day than it was. I thought that was going to be crazy. I thought it was going to be absolutely wild. Let's see. Yeah, and I was in Springs that entire day, really. So I was waiting because we went to dinner at Boathouse. No, we didn't go to Boathouse. We went to Paddlefish. But yeah, so it wasn't as busy as I thought it would because we were worried that he wouldn't be able to go and park late. So we had like this whole plan and then it ended up like almost an entire garage was empty. So here's a ticket. I wonder how the procedures will be done. Oh, HHN. Yes, that's going to be interesting. Well, hopefully by the time HHN comes around, for those who don't know, HHN is Halloween Horror Nights that happens at Universal Studios. Hopefully by the time that rolls around, it's going to be a little bit easier. Oh, yeah, but you never know though, because like I feel like they might do that if they catch wind, if either Disney doesn't do, if they don't do Mickey's Not So Scary, I have a feeling that that's actually going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, then HHN can be like, hey, we're going to do Halloween Horror Nights and we're going to have a frequent pass because everybody's going to come here. I think it could also go that route. It really just depends because one park's going to announce something and then the other park's going to sit there and be like, do we announce it or do we hold off a little bit? It's kind of, we'll see how that exchange goes between them. So we shall find out. So hello, if anybody is new to the stream, make sure you are chatting with us. We're chatting currently about, well, right now we're talking about HHN, but we were just chit-chatting about the mask policy at Walt Disney World and how that got lifted a little bit today. Yeah, yes, definitely hit that thumbs up, share the stream out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of these Walt Disney Wednesdays. So I go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Trying to make it a thing. This is the third or fourth one, I think, today. I should probably already know that, but you know. Yeah, it'd be really nice. I think, wouldn't it be nice if they brought back, what was it called? The Not So Scary Pass, where you could go to like every Halloween party, I think, except for Halloween night, I think was the only one. I forget what that pass was called because I did not get to participate in that. I just watched everyone else's streams. But yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, it was a season pass. I went 28 Not So Scaries. That is the dream. That is the dream. I feel like the Hocus Pocus show in general pays for itself. So you just need to see that once and it paid for the experience in the ticket. But like everything about the Halloween party is so much fun. I love that. And Olivia, if you're still watching, you'll get to go to a Not So Scary Halloween party, I think. Hopefully it'll be a thing again. And you're going to love it. Yeah, Hannah and I did Not So Scary. We were dressed as Blue Jays players. Because why not? But yeah, that was fun. That was a really fun day. Pardon me. Oh, good. Good, she is still here. That's awesome. Okay, so we've been chit-chatting about the mask policy for about 25 minutes now. I'm not sure if anyone else has any commentary they want to put in about that, if they have any thoughts they want to share. If not, we can just like move right on over to the future of FastPass Plus. You guys let me know if you guys want to still chit-chat about masks. That's cool. We can definitely do that. If you want me to move on, again, I can do that too. It's kind of an open forum, so I want everybody to interact as much as possible. So it is going to be harder to do. Mickey's not so scared. HHN. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. The parties need to have fireworks shows, parades. Yeah, and in turn, it would make people congregate a lot more. So yeah, I hope I can go trick-or-treating with Olivia at the Not Scary if she remembers me. I'm sure. Olivia, do you remember Hannah? You met her in Toronto when we went to pick up my dress. We went and ate at Jack Astor's with Hannah. I think you probably remember her. Yes. So, Cheryl, they do need to bring back FastPass Plus. Now, the reason why we're chit-chatting about the potential future of the FastPass Plus program is because it has been reported and cited that they have removed the FastPass signs from the queue lines at, I'm not sure if it's all attractions or if it's just at select ones. I know Space, I think, dropped theirs. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, I know a couple of them had, but it could be it could be several reasons. It could be one, people are getting really, you do a bit, you'll probably remember Hannah when you see her. I'll show you a picture next time I see you, okay, Liv? But, so I think, okay, it could be several different reasons why these signs have been removed. So one, it could be due to confusion, and we know that those lines, that specific queue line is now reserved for the DAS Pass. And for those who don't know what a DAS Pass is, it's essentially for anyone who maybe has a disability that can prevent them from being able to line up in a long queue line. So like we've seen, for instance, it could be you could have an injury that's just causing you could have a really bad back injury, and standing in one place for a really long time is painful. It could be someone may have a sensory disorder, or someone may have something like autism that can cause either crowding or like loud noises, anything. I mean, everybody's case is different. So anything that can prevent you from being successful and waiting for a line, and it can cause any type of trauma, whether it be physical or mental, anything like that. That's essentially what your DAS Pass does. It helps you kind of jump ahead in the line. And it's not for like priority treatment or anything like that. It's just for the safety of everyone. So I think with that, they were using the FastPass queue. So I feel like there could have been a lot of confusion with other guests. Oh, you have one for Uncle Ben. Right. And I understand that. Yeah, Uncle Ben would definitely have a little bit of a hard time, I think. And probably some days are probably better than others as well, Heather. But yeah, so I feel like the confusion can maybe come by day guests when they're waiting in the queue line and they see other people going through the FastPass line, and they're like, well, you're telling me the FastPasses aren't a thing. So I can see that getting back to guest relations, and in turn, the park does need to do something about that. So it could be that. It could also be on like the really negative side where they're just not doing FastPass anymore. I can't foresee that actually being a thing, but then there's also they could be revamping the signs. They might be changing the logo. They might be doing a whole bunch of different things. But they could also be changing the whole program, so maybe they're going to require what Universal does, where you pay for your pass. I believe they might do that at Disneyland. Does Disneyland charge for the Max Pass? I forget. But yeah, so I feel like it's one of those reasons. I mean, you never really know. They won't announce those things until they're ready to make a formal announcement. This is all kind of speculation, like, why is this happening? Sorry if the lighting has changed. It was daylight at one point. The sun's going down, so I just have like this little ring light thing for you. But I hope they don't take them away either. And I have a feeling that they might start to charge for it. Me personally, I always thought that was like the best thing since sliced bread, was that it was the one theme park or amusement park that they that didn't charge you for it. So like all the ones here, so we have La Ronde, which is it's a Six Flags park. Then there's Canada's Wonderland up in the Toronto area. They charge for to jump the queues. Universal does. So it's kind of up in the air. Like, what are they doing with it? So I don't know. Like, so we know what Heather thinks that they might do, but what is everyone else kind of thinking? Like, what went through your head the first time you heard that these signs were getting removed? Because I think that's like just an interesting thing here. I think it's interesting. If you don't, that's fine as well. But we just want to kind of get everybody's take on it and what. I'm just checking to see something. I'm going to see if there's any new information out there. But while I'm looking, just so everybody knows, if you're seeing Vacation Exploration Chit-Chatting, that's my friend Heather. She has a great YouTube channel. She goes live 3 times a week usually. So I'm going to pop that link just in the chat here for you guys to maybe potentially bookmark and make sure you subscribe to her because she is a gem. Hey Reese, welcome. We just finished talking about the mask policy, but you can chime in and see if you want to, if you have any thoughts on the mask policy, Reese, definitely chime in because we can definitely go and circle back over there. But we are currently talking about the future of FastPass Plus and what it means when people are, when Disney started removing the signs. So yeah, I think it is overall a very good thing. Like I said, Reese, I think it's bringing a little sense of normalcy back into the parks. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, like I just said, earlier we were talking about the new mask policy, currently talking about the future of FastPass Plus. Definitely feel free to chat in about anything about those 2 topics. We're going to try and stay on topic today. It's really hard because there's so many cool things that happen within the Disney parks, but we're definitely going to try. So definitely chat in. We'd love to hear what you have to say. I can't really say that on a matter of the FastPass Plus. That's all right. No problem, Jared. And I just saw that, Jared, you just requested to join my Facebook group. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. I will be approving that right now. So if you guys, or maybe someone else already did. Hannah did it. Okay, cool. So yeah, so thank you again. Personally, I don't think they will take away FastPass. Right. So I don't think they're going to get rid of FastPass Plus. I'm not sure if you saw it when we kind of came in. Right before you came in, Reese, we were just chit-chatting and I was saying that I think that they're just removing it due to confusion for the most part. Okay, so Olivia, Heather, just so you know, Olivia, my niece, says that she watches your channel, so that's great. Okay, Chelsea says, when Disney gets back to full capacity, I'm sure they could successfully operate without FastPass. Lines would be ridiculous everywhere. Right. I don't think that they could either. It's just whether or not they're going to charge for it in the future because they need to catch up on funds somehow, right? A waste of money it would be for people, especially for families visiting for the first time. You'd get 3 rides in an entire day. Right, and that's where I think that they could potentially charge for FastPass Plus. Potentially. Yeah, and that's also what I was saying as well, Hannah, where it could just be they're changing the logo, because they're always revamping everything. They may be doing it so maybe they want the logo to look more like the new Magic Mobile thing. But you never know. You could get 2 to start the day and get 1 at a time after. That's true. I think that would be a good option. That'd be a good option. If you guys don't know already about the Magic Mobile that's happening, you can now have a contactless entry if you have an iPhone or Apple Watch. They are working on other devices right now to get them up and running, but that is a new thing that you can activate on your My Disney Experience. I had a video for that. It's a quick little how to set it up and everything, so I can plug that for you, or if one of my mods can find that video and plug it in there, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't want Disney to charge for it either, because I think they had that really going for them, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think on a business standpoint, I do understand where they're coming from with that. I like in the financial realm, I definitely understand. Yeah, I think limiting 6 per day per person is a really good option. I don't come on vacation waiting long lines if there's fast. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too. It's like, it's not your neighborhood park for a lot of people, so they do spend a lot of money to travel there, especially like Reese, you're in the UK, you have to pay astronomical pricing. So thanks for linking that, Hannah. The link that Hannah just put there is the link for the Magic Mobile video, so if you haven't watched that, definitely click on that and either select watch later, or you can watch it, whichever one you want. But I like to think it's an educational video about how to do it, but but how would that work for annual pass if they start charging for FastPass? I feel like for annual pass holders, they would probably have an annual FastPass cost. For instance, like Universal, they have their different ones. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Like, Olivia even watches your live streams. That's awesome. That's great, Liv. So Olivia is a vacation exploration fan. That's fantastic. Okay, so yeah, I think, so Universal does you can do it where like after 4 p.m. you get Max Pass, or you can add that to your annual pass, but yeah, I think the AP price would go up if they charge. It would absolutely go up for sure. They're not just gonna like throw that in, so yeah, I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that, but honestly, it could be any reason at all. If they're not planning on bringing FastPass back for a prolonged period of time, or maybe they're thinking we won't bring FastPass back until we have 50% capacity, and they might not know when they can hit 50% capacity, and if they're getting a lot of confusion from guests saying, well, the FastPass line's right there, that could be also a reason why they took it down. That's personally what I think, but that's all speculation. I have no ins about why they took the signage down, but you know, APs will go at least $200, at the very least $200 for FastPass Plus. I think it'll probably, if they do charge for fast passes, I think that'll just be an option that you can get. So my only opinion is that my experience is that my fast pass was selected for me. A couple of my friends chose the fast passes. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you link yours together, yeah, so if you were to link, so for instance, if Reese and I if we're traveling together, we can link our things together, and Reese goes, hey, I'll take care of fast passes. He can get me a fast pass because we are linked together for that trip and for that park. So, well, now it would be for that park, but yeah, so I can see how that would be. I guess if you choose your own, but I don't know. Yeah, you'd probably have a much different experience, but I hope that you liked what your friends thought. It was a blue card admission. Oh, it was cast admission. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, so if it was blue card, yeah, then he would have had his entrance passes. Yeah, platinum pass. Oh, easily, Reese. Easily your platinum pass if they bring back the platinum pass. Who knows what's going on with that? They just need to bring back a single form of annual pass for people right now. So we'll find out. And they also may be restructuring their entire annual pass program. So We shall find out. That's the thing right now. Like, everything's up in the air. So, yeah. Heather, I would pay it too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you think about it, even if it hit $2,000, it's less than 20 trips. So most of us would take, if we were annual pass holders and could do it, most of us take 20 trips per month. So I think it's well worth it. But I remember I had FastPass for Buzz and Haunted. Okay, yeah, they have FastPass options, so that is quite possible, Jared, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's well worth it, I think, to have your fast passes. I think it's just like, you can just do so much more. You can really plan your day out a bit better when you have that. You're not going, oh, you know what, the line will go down this afternoon, so you go have lunch, and then you realize that what you just said was the complete opposite of what happened. So yeah, I think a new annual pass program is in the works too, Reese. So I think that too. I think they're restructuring it. I don't know if they're going to allow for like that premier passport thing or whatever they call it now, where you could get into Disneyland and Disney World. I don't even know if they still do that. So I know they had it at one point, but behind the scenes tour I did back in 2011. Behind the scenes tours at Disney World are well worth it. Well worth it. It doesn't matter what tour it is. Oh. Okay. Yeah, could be. But yeah, it'll be really interesting. And then we'll see how, does anyone know if that mask policy is also going to Disneyland? Because they're just opening, so I can't foresee the California government letting them do that right off the jump, since it took so long for the parks to come back. I feel like they're going to be under a little bit stricter protocols, at least for the first bit. Yeah, the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I'm upset I didn't do it earlier. Thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. I feel okay. I wish I would have done the Keys to the Kingdom tour years ago when they hadn't pulled apart all of the Spectral Magic floats, because I know that people got to walk by those and stuff. Chelsea, did you do that one with Keeler? Someone did it. And I heard it was awesome, and I wish I would have seen it, but California, from what I understand, has done a great job with vaccines, so who knows. Yeah, okay, I don't know who went with Keeler then, but yeah, it's, who knows. California's kind of like, they took a beating in every which way, shape, or form, so that could also be, yes, thank you, Jared. Spectral Magic is the best Disney parade to have ever graced any Disney park. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, Walk in Walt's Footsteps. I heard that one was a really cool tour. I heard that one. If you speak to Ashley, tell her I say, hey, I haven't talked to her in forever. I actually feel like I haven't seen her or spoken to her since the program ends. That's so sad. But I hope she's doing well. So at DLR, you can only remove if eating and drinking, no photos. Okay. So that's basically what it was with Disney World when they first opened. Okay. That makes sense. That's what I mean. Like, I couldn't foresee them allowing for maskless photos just yet. It's probably going to take a few more months for them to catch that. But hey, the vaccine rates are going pretty well over in the United States, so we shall see. I mean, lots of people aren't vaccinated, but lots of people are, so. But yeah, so if you're just coming in, I think most of you have been here through almost the entire thing, but if you're brand new, we were talking about the new FastPass system. Is there going to be a new FastPass system? Are they getting rid of FastPass Plus? Just kind of throwing out a whole bunch of different theories and scenarios. And we also were talking about the mask policy that just got rolled out today at the Walt Disney World Resort. So new FastPass system will be like DLR system. You know what, Reese? I'm actually not that familiar with how the Disneyland ones. All I knew was that like they didn't have the FastPass Plus. Do they? As far as I knew, they still had paper, but that could also be wrong. So I don't know. That's a sad thing. I'm not super. Oh, okay, MaxPass. I did know that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if they know that it has worked, if they knew that MaxPass worked at Disneyland with little to no pushback on it, I can foresee that happening at Disney World too. There's a fly in here and it's driving me nuts. So if you see it, go by. Sorry. I really miss paper. I just think like, I mean, I get it. It's a waste of paper for that many things to go out, but I love the look of them. I think it's kind of like nostalgic, like if you can hold on to it. I think I have one somewhere, and it was because a ride broke down, and it was just kind of like, here's a FastPass for you. But and it's the same system for Disneyland Paris too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the only thing that I didn't like about the paper things was like you literally had to run to the attraction you wanted to go. I remember it was like next to impossible when Toy Story Mania first came out. Like it was so hard to run that far to the back of the park to get it. I mean, everybody was doing it, but if the park opened at 9 and you got there at 9:30, all of those fast passes for Toy Story Mania were gone. For sure. They were gone before Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, long gone. Paper Fast Paper Fast Pass for Rise of the Resistance. I don't even want to think about that. That is terrible. People would be trampled for sure. The original location of Mania or after the expansion? The original location. I mean, technically it's still the same location, just the entrance is on the back side of it now. It hasn't really moved per se. But the original location, back when it was down that little bit where the One Man Street Theater is, like right beside there. Yeah, the paper one was fun. But yeah, former back lot, but it wasn't the back lot. Yeah. I love paper fast passes. Yeah, you could keep them as memories for sure. I think that that's definitely something that's missed. Absolutely. But God, like Chelsea said, can you imagine what a paper fast pass line or like insanity would be if they used paper fast passes for Rise of the Resistance? Like people go cuckoo enough just to get a virtual queue. I can't even imagine. Like, it's wild. Wild. So if you're just coming into the stream, welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We are talking about the future of FastPass Plus. We also recently spoke about the new mask policy that is happening within the parks. Yeah, so make sure you share the stream out, hit that like button, and click subscribe. You don't want to miss any of these Walt Disney World Wednesdays. We do it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And yeah, we just chit-chat about the new happenings around the parks. So yeah, there's been so much going on that it was like, what do I pick to talk about today? There have been so many things happening within the past week and a half that I'm like, oh, we have so much to talk about. Yeah, I think I have at least one paper fast pass left. What? You named a Squishmallow after me, Olivia? So just so everyone knows, Jeff is actually my niece Olivia, so just so everyone knows, I have pins that are paper fast. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Yeah, digital fast passes would be nice, but paper ones are definitely, I would prefer the paper ones for sure. But what? What do you mean no, Olivia? Sorry, I missed what I may have said something. I'm getting so pumped for the Velocicoaster. The Velocicoaster is going to be awesome. I know for a fact Heather will not be getting on that unless I try and trick her somehow and get her on it, but that's probably not going to happen. And she's probably sitting there like hammering on that keyboard right now. Absolutely not, Lindsay. You're not doing this to me. But yeah, I am that person. The scarier the roller coaster looks, the more I'll like it. Oh, she's still deciding. Ah, so there is a chance that I can convince her. Interesting. You better be careful though, Heather, because if we get on Velocicoaster and I deem it scarier than other roller coasters at Universal, then you may be forced to go on those other ones, especially if you end up liking it. Heather, you need to ride it with me when I come in 2023. Yes. Hey Sam, if you're just joining us back, not sure if you kind of are popping in and out. I know there's a few of us going strong on the live right now, so I understand that for sure. Yeah. Its name was Lindsay. It's not anymore, or it is? No, Todd. You know what, Heather? Okay, here's the thing. I will be 100% honest with you, because if you go on Velocicoaster and if I think that it's less scary, or if it's more scary than Tot, then, and I will be honest with you, I won't say something just to get you on something, but see, now that's a good thing if you are willing to try that. And then then we'll be able to gauge and tell you what you'll be able to handle. Because I feel like if you can do Velocicoaster, you can definitely at least do the Hulk. Because the Hulk is not that bad. There's nothing to do with the new... Oh, yes, that new thing. I just shared that. So if you guys aren't a part of my Facebook group, make sure you are. I pinned that link up at the top of the chat. You can look at that Toy Story Hotel in Tokyo that's going to be opening. It does look pretty awesome. Yeah, she does do R&R. I feel like the difference for a lot of people who are afraid of roller coasters is that they see it. So Rock and Roller Coaster is a lot easier for people because you don't technically see the track. I feel like that's where a lot of people are. Just kind of ride Todd. Oh, the dropping. Yeah. Have you ever done Dr. Doom's, Heather? Because Dr. Doom's is like the most boring thing in the world. I'm like, that's it. Yeah. I do every ride in Disney but Tot. Okay. Velocicoaster needs to be compared to Hulk and Rock and Roller Coaster. Okay. On Heather, if you do Dr. Doom, I feel like that's the easiest drop coaster I've ever been on. And I was very, very underwhelmed with it because like it feels like you only drop maybe like 20 feet and then you're just like, ooh, like really slow on the way down. It's weird. Okay, so you can do corkscrews and loops. Right, okay. Reese, you like Dr. Doom? Oh. Like the worst coaster at Universal for sure. Well, not the worst. The worst is The Simpsons. Oh my god, I can't do that. Doom is good if you're lucky if you get to be positioned to face the park. Okay, so the view from Dr. Doom's is cool. That's about it. I'm not a fan of the rest of it. That is about it. Yeah, Simpsons. No, I can't do the Simpsons ride. That, like, here's the thing. I don't get motion sickness on anything. However, the Simpsons just makes me woozy. Oh, hey, Courtney. Thanks for joining us. Are you sticking around for a little bit? If not, that's totally fine. So we've been talking about the mask policy at Disney World that just got rolled out today. We also were talking about the future of FastPass Plus. And then we segue randomly into coasters and talked about Universal and Disney. So, hey, Chris. Thanks for joining. Simpsons and Mission Space are awful. You know what? I haven't done Mission Space in like 8 years, maybe. But I really liked it. I But again, I was younger. And it didn't make me sick or anything, but yeah. Do you think I'd be Yukon Striker? Oh, I don't. Can we compare it to Yukon Striker? That is a good question. I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm gonna have to like look at Yukon Striker online and try to refresh my memory about it. Mission Space makes so many people sick, I think. Yeah. I like Mission Space I don't, like I said, I don't get motion sickness from simulator rides. Anything like that. The Simpsons ride is the only one that has made me like super wonky. But I have, you know what though? I've never done the green one. I've never done the green Mission Space. I've always went right to orange. Okay, I can understand where you could feel claustrophobic there, because it does kind of like do that. So I can definitely understand that for sure. I mean, yeah, that's just it. Like, I like it. It's not the first thing I do. Chelsea, I haven't done it since the CRP. So at least I don't think I have. But I'm tossing between like Mission Sports or Shuttle Launch Experience. I honestly can't talk on that one because I don't know either. So I never knew how Mission Space worked. I came across this video the guy made me. Basically gives an inside look on the ride. It's a big nope. Well, you know what though? Like, they did work with NASA and stuff on it. So I guess it simulates essentially what as best as you can. But I always felt so bad for custodial. Oh yeah, I would not want to be custodial in the Mission Space area. No. Yeah, I do feel bad. Luckily, like, the best custodial cast member in Epcot works in World Showcase West. Oh, maybe he's center. Maybe he's like by America now. But he was like the best custodial, Brune. I don't know if you remember him, Chelsea, but he's like, if anyone sees him around, he's from Haiti. He always has like the white straw kind of hat on. And he roams around the World Showcase. He's honestly one of the nicest guys ever. I love him. The green side isn't really bad at all. Okay, I haven't done that one, so maybe I will try the green side just to get a take. You were younger back then. Yeah, I might think different about it, Charles. Oh my god, can you believe how long it's been? Craziness. Crazy. But yeah, I'd go with Shuttle. I can't really compare, Jared. I wish I could help you out on that, but I can't. Sorry about that. So Courtney, just so you know, if you're interested to join the SwishWilly community and become a Wild Willy, we have my Facebook group, and you can check it out. It's pinned to the top of the chat. If it's not, it should be still there. If it's not there, if someone can link that in the comments, that would be fantastic. Just want to get as many of my followers in there because it's awesome to interact with everybody. Mainly it's me popping and stuff there, but I want everyone to have conversations amongst each other about all the fun things that are going on. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Heather, for confirming it's still there. I mean, I can see it, but I don't know. KSC kind of gets the shadow of Disney and Universal. I don't know. What's KSC? I'm sorry. I feel silly, but I'm not 100% sure what that is. Sorry about that. My apologies, Jared. Let's see. Oh, duh. Kennedy Space Center. I'm sorry. That acronym just did not ring a bell. Sorry about that. Now I feel silly. I'm just trying to think. So what is Trader Sam gone from Jungle Cruise in Disney World already? Do you know? Have a good night, Olivia. Say good night to your mom and dad for me. Love you lots. Have fun at school tomorrow, or in school tomorrow. I know you're virtual learning right now. Yes, he is gone. Okay. I knew he was leaving, but I wasn't sure if I had read that it was. Yeah, everyone say goodnight to Olivia. She's off to bed. Well, getting ready for bed at least. Okay. Okay, now you've done the orange side. Okay, how did you feel about the orange side of Mission Space? All right, so if you're just joining in, make sure you pop in. Oh, there's Isaac. Hey, wait, we need to check. Is this the real Isaac now? Let's check. And it is. It's the real Isaac, everyone. Round of applause for real Isaac. He's probably at Cats Connection right now. Oh, yeah. Trader Sam's at Cats Connection, everyone. Orange and green are both awful. That's so funny. Good old Trader Sam. And it comes to orange. Yeah, I don't have issues in Mission Space in the orange side either. Isaac, how do you do in Mission Space? Do you go orange? Do you go green? Do you ignore it altogether? Just curious, because we're all it's kind of a toss-up with everyone. Da, da, da. Oh, hey, Elliot. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Always great to see you. I know you're probably you're heading to bed tomorrow. You're working. Yeah, because it's late in France right now. So, well, it's also late for Reese, but Reese doesn't sleep. So, da, da, da. All right, I'm trying to think, like, with other FastPass possibilities. I think that's kind of like, I can't foresee any other thing going on. So we have the options of, it's either getting completely reworked. Will you still be streaming in an hour? Probably not, Jared. I try not to like keep these things going too much, because then I can go on tangents. However, I would love for you to definitely check back in with us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you're taking off right now. I really appreciate you joining us tonight. It's freaking awesome. Yes, we're keeping this a Wednesday night weekly thing, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I would love for you to kind of stick around, or at least circle back around. And you can also make sure you hit the notification bell so you're always notified if you haven't already. Isaac, you like green. Orange is a little rough when you're there in person. Right. That's fair. I don't feel that the force for Mission Space is like too intense, but you'll be in the background. Okay, you know what, Jared? That's awesome. I love that. Being in the background is just as cool as being in the chat. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate your support. Thanks again for coming on the stream tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't feel the force too much either with the orange. I mean, yes, it's more extreme, I'm assuming, than green. I've never done a green one, so I don't know. But I'm not sure. I am not sure. I'm gonna have to do Mission Space next time I'm there. I'm gonna have to. And I'll when Reese comes to visit, I'll blindfold him and we'll go on it. Yeah. Cheryl, do you do Mission Space at all? I need some fun throughout the week. Make sure to check out. Thanks, Reese. Yes, and make sure if you are just joining, or if you haven't already, up at the top of the chat, you'll see the link to my Facebook group. Make sure you go in there. I post a lot of different things with Disney news from all different parks. Basically anything that Disney's highlighting. But yeah, no, you can't pass, Reese, because you'll be blindfolded. You won't know where you're going. But yeah, so definitely make sure that you check out that Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. I want everyone to interact with each other, because I think that's all part of being a big giant community, and it's the Wild Willy community, so why not? It'd just be really cool to see everyone chit-chatting in there. So feel free to invite your friends and family into that group as well. First time I did it too. I definitely, yeah, first time I did it too, not I went orange. Like I said, I've never done the green one. So thanks, Reese. Yes. So I will show you. I have some merchandise. I'm silly and didn't take my phone case off of my phone to show you, but I do have DM on Facebook, and feel free to chat me. Yeah, absolutely, Jared. Perfect. Thank you so much. So I have a phone case on my phone right now. And so I can't show you. However, I do have this sticker that I put on my laptop. It's super cute. I love it. I also have a sticker that says SwishWilly with the 4 park icons on there. I'm going to get that and put it right in the middle. Because I think it's really cute. So you can get t-shirts, you can get you can get hoodies, t-shirts, crew necks, tank tops, face masks, phone cases, a whole lot of stuff. So you can definitely pop on there. It helps support the channel, but it also gets you the opportunity to sport all SwishWilly gear all the time. So yeah. So I'm trying to be a little bit more frequent on Twitter, so thanks, Reese. Yeah, Reese does need to do orange. He won't do orange. He refuses, clearly, but you know. Yeah. But yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Heather. That means a lot. It was a lot of like, I was stressed creating my YouTube logo and everything. But the girl that did it, I think she did such a great job with it. So I'm really happy about it. But you've done orange. Well, okay. Now he'll never do it again. It traumatized him for life. Make sure you hit the like button on this stream. It's weird what you think. A like goes a really long way. YouTube's really funny, so to get this pushed out a bit more, it's awesome if you could hit that like button. Make sure you share the stream out to your friends and family and let them know that every Wednesday we're live at 7 p.m. So I did once before green existed. I'll never do it again. Okay, that makes sense. You were traumatized too, but you know. Yeah, no. But yeah. Let's see. If you've only done Mission Space about 12 years ago, I don't remember an adverse reaction. Well, Hannah, we're gonna have to do it next year together and see if we react the same way. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Jared. I will definitely respond to you as soon as I get off the stream, because I stream off of my phone. But I'll definitely message back. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support. It means a lot to me. It's a community that I really believe in. I love all things Disney, obviously, but coming into the Disney YouTube world was a little bit daunting at first, just because there's people that you've watched for so long and you're kind of dumbfounded that they can do what they do and that they're super successful and everything like that. So yeah, it was just a really daunting thing, and putting myself out there to the world was a little bit crazy. But I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. I love the people I've met. I love this Wild Willy community. It's just really nice seeing everyone here and seeing friendly faces all the time. So yeah, you just follow me on Instagram. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Courtney. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So definitely, I appreciate that, Courtney. That's awesome. Like Jenna and Josh, the trackers. I haven't met any of those ones. So I haven't met Resort TV 1. I have not met the trackers. However, I have followed them. Well, not like physically followed them, but I followed their channels and everything like that. So yeah, they have so much success, but like so do some of my friends. Like look at Heather. She's so successful. She just hit 6K. Like her subscriber count is crazy. And then Jen, she's currently live right now and she's fantastic as well. Like all these people that I can now call my friends are just doing so well, and they're such an inspiration. So it's really nice to be able to say that they are my friends. So yeah, that's always nice. Yeah, Oh, thank you. So yeah, it is. I'm like, Isaac, it's such a great community. And again, like, I'm so happy to have met the people I've met. And even the people that I haven't met but I communicate with, it's such a crazy big community that feels, it's huge community, but it's so small at the same time. So it's really nice to be part of it. So I want to thank everyone for welcoming me into the family that is Disney YouTubers. And I want to welcome all of you guys to the SwishWilly family, and please become a Wild Willy. It means the world to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Like, love you to the bottom of my heart. So thank you so much. We have been on for about an hour and 10 minutes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to close out the stream now. But again, I want to issue out a big thank you to every single one of you who has supported this channel. Every single person who has told me to keep going. And all the tips and tricks that people are giving me as well. I really appreciate it. So, that's awesome. I'm very happy that you also enjoy this community as well. So have a wonderful night, everybody. And yeah, I just hope to see you back here next Wednesday. And make sure you hit that notification bell because more vlogs are coming your way as well. So thanks again for being here and have an awesome day.